Good morning, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to another Monday stream. We have quite a few of you already on the live waiting. I appreciate everyone that's on this live. We have Abdulaziz, we have Jay, we have Mark, we have Anya, Callister FX, Thabo. Welcome, everyone. If you're watching, make sure you click on the like button on this stream before we get started. Welcome, Jacob and Singh. Guys, make sure you click on the like button um, before we begin the stream. And as always, all we're gonna and what's going in it's time watch these what to on every give accounts that you just have my account. If you comment one, comment and if you once read comment number one. As you said, I cannot hear you. If you guys can hear me, comment one. If you can hear me, comment number one. Welcome, Andrew and Viral Clips. Welcome. All right, let's see how many likes we're on. I'm going to check how many likes we're on. We are on only 7 likes. Let's get to 12 likes. 12 likes and we can get started. Okay, 12 likes. We're currently on 11. Just need more. Okay, so we're on 13. There we go. We're going to get started. Give me a second. All right. Let's get started. And as you know, at any time, I will be picking someone to win a free account. So if you're someone that's watching the entire stream, your chances definitely increase. So with that being said, let's take a look at gold. Gold still within the 2 zones that I mentioned last week, the 4,127, the high within the consolidation that I mentioned, and also the low of 4,000. So it's yet to break either above or below. So to be honest, it's just wait and see right now. Okay, we're still waiting for that break above or that break below. Usually when price consolidates, I always say wait for the confirmation. Trading gold right now is a pure, choice of gambling. Okay, it's clearly been consolidating since I would say Friday. Okay, So until we get a breakout, I'm definitely staying out of gold, whether it's a short or long position. Okay. So yeah, kind of boring for gold right now. But I always say trading, you get paid to wait. Okay. So let's see where it decides to go, whether it's breaking above or breaking below. Okay. Very simple. Who's currently in a gold trade? Comment below. If you're already in a gold trade, comment whether you bought or you've sold. I was, but I'm out. Smart. Smart choice. All right. We're gonna check the pound pairs. Hey there, Tom Hardy. We're gonna look at pound JPY. Pound JPY just below a resistance zone. Okay. So to be honest, what I'd need to see is a break and close above here. If I see price move up and it closes above 205684, then we could potentially go long on GJ. But right now, as long as it's respecting this resistance level, we could see a drop. In terms of bearish side of things with GJ, I still need to see a close below 204,310. I want to see a close below 304,310 for me to potentially short GJ. Okay, so yeah, with GJ, I would say just wait for now. Um, if you're thinking of shorting, 204,310 is the level to look at. If you're thinking about going long, the level to look at would be right around the 205,676. If it closes above, then actually we could go long. Okay. Pound USD. Pound USD in between two levels of support and resistance, and it's right around the middle. So I always say price is in between two levels, stay out. And that's basically what it is right now. Okay. I'm looking for buys on gold, waiting for confirmation according to my strategy. Then I enter for short buys. Will gold go up? Like I said, gold right now is just a wait and see game. Okay. Buying or selling at this point is you doing that whilst it makes no sense. Euro USD and for Euro USD. We will be doing Euro USD. Okay, so next up we have pound Swiss. Also, if you can hear me clearly, comment number 2. I want to see because someone commented they can't hear me. So if you can hear me clearly, comment the number 2. Perfect, perfect. All right. So pound Swiss, the Swiss franc. Again, just like the previous pound pair. Pound Swiss falling from that resistance kind of zone, right now in between, and possibly approaching support. So I'm not really looking at pound Swiss until we get a break below 1.05127. This is the level that I'm looking at with pound Swiss. Until we get, not really interested, or we get a close above 1.06035. But right now, there's nothing in there. Perfect, perfect. All right, we have pound CAD. We'll take a look at pound CAD. So with pound CAD, I did say if price closes above 1.84532, we will consider potentially going long. So it broke above, retested, and now we're kind of trying to push higher. What I would say is I would potentially go long after we get a break above 1.84829. If we can get a break above with pound CAD, a break above and a close above 1.84836, then we could target the higher levels of 1.85631. Okay. So as soon as we get a break and a close above this level, we would buy potentially, and our profit would be 1.620, 630, more or less. So yeah, pound CAD definitely interesting compared to the other pound pairs. Next up, we have pound New Zealand. Pound New Zealand currently bouncing off of this support region, 2.33 370. Yeah, I need to see a close above 2.33982. If I can get a close above 2.33982, potentially could go long. And I say potentially because it's very choppy with pound New Zealand at the moment. So yeah, I'll need to monitor it after it closes above. But yeah, next up we have pound Australian dollar, pound AUD. So with pound Australian dollar, price currently at a resistance zone. Okay. Oops. Let's go back to pound AUD. Yeah, pound AUD currently at a resistance level. So I will need to see a close above, and I'll explain where. So what I need to see for me to go long or buy pound AUD is I need to see a body close above 2.03190. If price can close above that, I could potentially target this area. Okay, let me have a look. The area will be 2.03980. So if we get a body close above 2.03170, first target will be 2.03970 and potentially 2.0500. So let's see. I want to see a close above good pound. There's a few pound pairs that are potentially coming up with good trade setups. So let's see. It's only Monday, so it's the start of the trading week. Um, yeah, so USD JPY. Again, USD JPY in between support and resistance. Okay, we have resistance, we have support, and it's literally in between both. So what I recommend, wait for either a break above resistance or a break below support. Everything in between is just a wait and see game. What if we get USD JPY to close below this level here, it would be 156.300. If we can get a body close below that level, potentially could be the start of that downside momentum. However, with the USD JPY, I feel like it's a lot more bullish momentum to it. I do see it potentially going up in the next few weeks. Not for long though. Just a little while. All right, next up, someone was asking me earlier, Euro USD. Well, we are analyzing Euro USD now. So Euro USD currently right above a support level. Simply what I need to see is a body close above 1.15430. I need to see a body close above 1.15430. And we could potentially go long and target, have our first target as 1.15900, potential second target 1.16500. Okay, but I need to monitor with the 1.15420 region. Okay, if we can get a clean close above that level, I would say it's definitely worth buying. But again, this is not financial advice. Okay, it is definitely not financial advice. Okay, I think last but not least we have New Zealand dollar. I think I saw this earlier. Yeah, just choppy, just really choppy. Not interested. Back to gold we go. So right now with gold, like I mentioned earlier to some of you, if you just joined now, we're just waiting for a close above that circle that you see higher up, or a close below that red circle on the bottom side. Okay. Until then, price is literally consolidating and not worth entering. Guys, don't forget to like the live and share as well. 100%. So yeah, if you have any trading questions, feel free to drop it in the comments whilst we wait for gold. Gold is testing its zone, expecting buys. Yeah, let's see. I mean, let's see where it decides to go. Like I said, if there's any trading questions that you have, maybe you're in a trade at the moment. On best lot size for 50K account. I can't really advise you on what lot size to use. That's your personal decision. However, what I can say is try to risk between 1 and 3%, whatever risk appetite you have. Best funded firm, 100%. What's your strategy? Trade strategy? And yeah, I've created it, so been using it for, I would say, ever since 2019. Yeah, 2019. Gold sideways, I'm looking for buys. Yeah, I think it's too early for buys at the moment, or even shorts as well. Way too early. What do you do when you hit a losing streak? Don't jump into a trade right away. Take a little break. Take a break, think clearly, and understand that, you know, there's no trader that I've ever come across that's not had a losing streak. Okay. So yeah, perfectly normal to have a losing streak. At funded stage, my mindset, what do I do? Um, why is that? I do clear the accounts, but my inner greed overcomes me. I'd just say, like, go back to the drawing board. Whatever you were doing in the back testing phase, carry on doing the same thing. Why do you wanna all of a sudden try something new when you know what's working? Please, how did you create your strategy? What was the thought process, and how did you know that it was the one? Because jumping through strategies is a major issue. Yeah, welcome, Mahfuza. Question 18. I said this before. I was gambling in the trading markets. I had no strategy. I was trading purely to double my account and, you know, trade like I'm gambling basically. And so I blew so many accounts where I got to a stage where I said either I'm going to quit trading or I'm going to come up with a strategy that's repeatable. See, the thing about trading is you don't want to be a one hit wonder or a one trade wonder. Okay, taking one trade and gambling and winning is not impressive, but doing that multiple times consistently regardless of losses and still being profitable is very impressive. So I forced myself to spend 8 to 9 hours a day at the time um, to come up with this strategy. And how I did that was I went back in time. So I went back to the charts and I went all the way back, years back. And I said, let me pick a pair and study the price patterns. And I was doing that for so long. And I realized there's one particular pattern in the market that kind of shows up all the time. So I tested it. I added other confirmations within that pattern. It was all right. It was all right. Not as good as it is now. And then over time, I built upon that. I added to the strategy. I tweaked a little bit more. And so that's really how I came up with it. What should I add extra to my setups for confirmations? Any suggestions? That's determined when you are backtesting. Okay. You can add anything. You can add a minimum pip rule. So, one of the things that I noticed is when I came up with my strategy, if I took the trades where it was 50 pips, I'd have a higher losing rate. So, I set my minimum entry rule for my strategy to 100 pips. Don't forget this strategy started off with 20 pip minimum rule. It went to 50, then it went to 80, and then now it's 100. Okay, that's over years. I've tweaked it a little bit. So that could be one potential thing that you can add. What's your approach to setting stop losses? And was the first in the live stream, do I get an account? Yes, if you were the first person to join the live stream and comment, you do win account today. Since 4 years, I tried to study lots of mentors. Finally, I find a strategy recently which is working 100%. Thanks to God. I'm glad that you have found a profitable strategy. I think I used to see you on the live streams. So great news. You were thinking of quitting as well, Mahfuzar. I remember. This is what I mean. You have to stick to it. Even if you're losing or blowing challenge accounts, try to fix what you're doing wrong and then come back. How do you identify a high probability setup versus a normal setup? There is no such thing as a high probability. How do you kind of spot trades that are A plus or quality trade setups is when it fits all your trading rules. That's it. When it fits all your trading rules, like you said, high probability, even though I don't like to use that term. But yeah. What is the one thing you wish you had learned earlier in trading? I always say this. I wish I learned the importance of managing risk. Like the ability to protect your capital, your investment, your account, whatever, is very, I would say, like not spoken about enough because that's literally the most important thing. You can have amazing strategy, you can have everything. If you're unable to manage the risk side of things, then you won't be in the game for long. That's for sure. So yeah, definitely risk management. Hey there, USD JPY. Yeah, I already took a look at USD JPY earlier. So what you can do is rewind just a little bit and take a look at USD JPY. How do you maintain consistency rules? What do you mean consistency rules? To maintain consistency in the market in general is essentially the aim should be to win, lose, or to still be profitable when you lose. That's consistency. There's nothing normal about, or not, I wouldn't say normal. There's nothing consistent about the Forex market or trading in general. Price is never consistent. Price is moving up or is moving down, right? Your account, same thing. You're going to have a loss and you're going to have a win. So don't look for that stability, but just look for, like, do the numbers, right? If you lose 3 trades, you win 7 trades, would you still be profitable? If you take a losing streak, would you still be profitable? Do you trade futures? No, I don't trade futures. Pretty much all I trade um, is gold and pound pairs, maybe USD JPY, Euro USD, um, and New Zealand dollar. That's it. I heard good trade and bad days. What is your say on that theory? That's false. There's no such thing as good days or bad days. Nobody knows what the day will be. See, trading is almost like the weather. People could have predictions, but until the day comes around, you won't know. Okay? So there is no such thing as good days or bad days. You won't know until after the fact. Nobody can predict what kind of a trading day will be. So it's definitely false. There's a lot of false theories in the trading space. What I recommend, for real, like genuinely what I recommend is finding a mentor, finding a good strategy, and having tunnel vision. You see how they put the blinders on a horse on each side? Become like the horse. Have tunnel vision, be super focused. Okay. People talking about all types of strategies. Oh, this or that. Focus on you. Okay. Shut off the noise. And, don't look at what trades everyone else is taking. Just focus on your setups. Because if since there's a million strategies out there, you do know in the market someone's buying and someone is at the same time. There's millions of people buying, millions of people selling. It's not just one-sided, right? So you're either on the right side of things when you're taking trades or you're on the wrong side of things, but you won't know until after the fact. And so when you take a trade, let's just say you buy gold, there's someone in the world that's selling gold, right? And so you can look at that and be like, oh, I wonder why he is trying to sell gold and I'm buying. That's one of the traps I fell for when I first started trading. So I'd go to say, obviously, you know that I didn't have a strategy, I was gambling. So say I took a long position on pound JPY. I would type on Google pound JPY analysis. You know the meters on Google that say, oh, it's more bullish, it's more bearish, or like those forums, and I'll see real time what people are doing. I would feel more confident is if everyone was on my side, right? If they were selling and I was buying, I'd probably close the trade. And then guess what? That was a winning trade that I missed out on. And everyone in the forum lost out. So that's what I mean. Don't follow the crowd, just have a strategy that works for you, and that's it. Before I ever got genuinely consistently profitable, I had to leave the 10 signal pages I was on and then locked in on my strategy. That's what I'm talking about. Leave the groups that are kind of confusing you and giving you different opinions. That doesn't concern you. Find a system and lock in. That's it. Because the more groups you're in, the more pages you're in compares that you're going to be, and you'll never tap into what works ever. How come gamblers become profitable? You can never become profitable if you're a gambler. However, if you stop gambling, and by the way, when I say gambling, I just want to break down and clarify what that means. It means trading without a strategy. Simple. That's what gambling is in the trading space, okay, or my terminology. So you're trading without a strategy. You're buying when the market goes up, selling when the market goes down. Essentially, you're like the wind, you move everywhere. Okay. So the idea of not gambling is to have a trading strategy, is to have rules, okay, a system. So I had to stop gambling in the markets to become profitable. Someone said you're lagging. If I'm not, guys, if you can hear me, comment number one. If everything is clear, comment number one. I'm not a gambler, sir. I didn't say you were, Jayash. Perfect. All right. Abdulaziz, how do you handle FOMO in trading? If you're missing out. Missing out on what? See, when you're a gambler, you have FOMO. When you're not a gambler and you have a trading strategy, you only trade when your setup produces, or when you have a trade setup that comes to the chart, right? So what is there to have in terms of FOMO when there's nothing to trade? FOMO is only for gamblers. So if you have FOMO, it's because you don't have rules, you don't have a system where you wait for a trade setup that you know falls under the list of rules within your system. What do you do when your technicals don't align with fundamentals? Personally, I don't trade based on news. Okay. If the price action is there and it fits all my rules, then for me, it's a valid trade setup. Abdulaziz, I want to ask you, since you were the first person to have joined this live stream, would you like a futures account or a Forex account? Let me know, Abdulaziz. It's time for the giveaway, everyone. So Let's get started shortly. Just waiting for Abdulaziz to confirm. Forex account. Okay. So, well, Abdulaziz is the first winner of the stream today. And again, if you want to win just like Abdulaziz, every time I go live, be the first to join, like, and comment on the chat. Okay, with that being said, let's give away some accounts. Okay. For a chance to win a 10K futures account. Guys, stop spamming numbers. We have not started yet. I will not qualify anyone that's commenting before I started the giveaway. Guys, you're just delaying the giveaway at this point. Some people are trying to cheat. I see that they're dropping the comments, the numbers early to try and get in. I'm not going to first person say yeah. So insta giveaway. So for a chance to win a 10K futures account, comment a number 1 to 30. The first person to guess that number wins. Okay, 1 to 30 for a 10K futures account. Congrats to web underscore 3 hash H2. Congrats. You've won a 10K futures account. Okay. Everyone say congrats to him. Okay. Now for the next 10K futures account. For a chance to win a 10K futures account, what I need you to do is very simple. $10K futures account. I need you to comment. What's an indicator? What's one indicator that I use currently with my strategy? It's not on the charts now, but it's an indicator that I use. The first person to guess wins. A Jayesh, RSI. Yep, it's the RSI. It's the only indicator that I use with my trading strategy. So congrats to Jayesh for winning a 10K futures account. Jayesh, could you comment? Just comment futures. So leave a comment that says futures. There we go. Okay, now time for some FX accounts. Okay, we are going to give away 3 Forex accounts. Okay, who's ready? Say ready if you're ready to win a Forex account. So this is 10K Forex accounts we are giving away. Abdulaziz, you've already won, so you're good. How to claim the account? I will explain it. Web3. Okay, so 10K Forex account to the first person that can guess the number that's on my screen at the moment. You guys can't see from to 28. From 1 to 28, the first person that can guess the number wins. We have a winner. Dawoodi, congrats on winning a 10K Forex account. Okay. Dawoodi, do comment Forex. So just comment Forex. Where are you from, Dawoodi? Let me know where you're from, Dawoodi. Okay, nice, nice. Okay, so now how many accounts do we have left? So we gave one. Yeah, so we have two more. Two more Forex accounts. Yeah, Mahfuza, we have two more. Okay, two more 10K Forex accounts. Now, this one, I'll just make it very simple. Okay. Gold, I'm checking gold still within the consolidation that I mentioned earlier. Let's have a look at, before we continue the giveaway, let me just have a look at the pound pairs that I was looking at earlier. Guys, make sure you're also liking this stream as well. And obviously, do not forget to subscribe and turn on your notification. Yeah, pretty much a boring market right now. This is the time where you could potentially get trapped into trades. Okay, so now banned or anything, please check again. No, the people that I picked that have won have said the number first. Okay. If you think you've said a number before the winners, you can definitely DM me a screen recording and show me otherwise. Okay. With that being said, for a chance to win a 10K Forex account, comment a number from 1 to 30. Okay. 1 to 30. The first person to guess wins. The winner is VIJ Gupta. Congrats on winning a 10K Forex account. VIJ Gupta. VI, comment Forex. Just leave a comment that says Forex. VI, waiting for you. Okay. Where should I DM you? My username for Instagram is at AlphaDini. VIJ, just comment Forex. I want you to comment Forex. But anonymous YouTuber, just DM me on Instagram at AlphaDini. Show me a screen recording so I can check. Last but not least, we have the last account of this stream. Who's going to be the lucky person to win? Who's going to be the lucky person? You know what? With this one, I'm going to pick someone based off of the chat. You cannot spam though. Do not spam. But I'll pick someone that I think deserves it. So, yeah, I'll pick based on the chat. But to the winners that have won these giveaways, all you have to do to redeem the accounts is open a Discord ticket. So you're going to open a Discord ticket and you're going to let know that you won a giveaway on my stream. Very simple. Um, After the stream ends, Dawoodi. So after the stream ends, you're going to show proof you are the person on the account, and you're going to say, "I won a giveaway on Dini's stream." Joker, do join the next stream. I will give you an account on the next stream. Because I believe you DM'd me on Instagram, and we picked 2 people at one time. So just, yeah, next stream. Let me see. I want to give this to someone that deserves it. I'm not saying all of you don't deserve it, but I guess I can only pick one person. So, with that being said, the winner of the 10K Forex account is loveday.j0001. Loveday.j001. Congrats on winning a 10K Forex account. Everyone, be happy for him and say congrats. Loveday, comment Forex. Comment Forex. Guys, I couldn't pick all of you. Could only pick one person. But yeah, sure, I will. Loveday, just comment Forex. There we go. Guys, bro, give me an account. Guys, I always give accounts on every stream. So if you didn't win during this stream, don't feel disappointed. Come back on the next stream. I literally gave you guys an opportunity to get an account by simply being the first person to join my next stream and comment. Okay. So with that being said, guys, I appreciate you all for being on this stream. I see very familiar names. We're going to continue to grow this community and bring about even more things to do on these streams. Just give us some time. And yeah, I'm going to see you on Thursday. Thursday, we're going to be doing a New York session. So it's going to be in the evening for me. And so, yeah, I'll be seeing you on Thursday. Subscribe, turn your notifications on. And yeah, I'll see you on there. Have a good rest of your trading day, and I'll see you on my next stream. Take care.